I can honestly tell you that every single morning I wake up and cannot wait to open the curtains. You won't find a garden like this anywhere. I've never been in a garden like this. I've never seen a garden like this. It just doesn't exist. I don't know of any other places other than the Dandenong Ranges where you can have moss lawns, where you can have lichen on the tree trunks, where you can have all of the cold climate plants that everybody lusts after but cannot grow. I don't know of anywhere else where peonies grow wild on the footpath, where hydrangeas are weeds and hellebores just, they're weeds too. So it is a very special place. About 100 years ago, this was a tulip farm, and in the 1920s, a fellow from England established the property. He named it WOOLMERS. He set the garden out, and they looked after the garden for 50 years. The second owner of the property expanded the garden and looked after it for over 40 years. We are the third owners, and I haven't done terribly much except put in an understory and define some beds and create a few rooms. The house was one of the original homes of the area, and it was a very much loved family home, but it needed modernising. We decided to make it into a luxurious residence for entertainers, for people who want to spend the time here and enjoy themselves. I have a lot of favourite spaces, but my favourite space inside is the living room. I love this room because it's so light and airy, the ceiling's so high. The view of the garden's fantastic because it changes every day. It's spectacular. As the light changes, you get this changing view. There was a lot of thought put into the lighting, to the hidden television, and to the fireplace being the focal point of the great room. Every bedroom has a bathroom, and the spaces are very large, and there's great views from wherever you look. We moved up from Brighton, and friends were a bit horrified and couldn't understand why we moved out here. But since that time, everybody that comes to visit, they don't want to leave, and we find them hanging around on Sunday afternoons sighing and saying, "Oh, I don't want to go back to the city." Yeah, we can't get rid of them. It's great having the office in the backyard. We work from home, and so we have an office each. We like our own space, and the property allows us to experience the quiet and the solitude of the area. When we found this house, we weren't looking for a house, we were looking for a garden, and we didn't really care what the house was like. We just wanted the garden, and we were prepared to do a lot to make the house the way we wanted it. With enough money, you can do anything to a house, but you can't buy a 90-year-old English garden. You just can't. No one has the time in one lifetime to plant it and see it to fruition. So a designer that I work with said to me the other day, very few people are privileged enough to own a property like this in their life, and I had to agree.